Our carburetor is ready to be put back on. So before I get started, I'm just going to snip about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch off the primer line here. The reason for that is so that it goes on tighter. And same with the fuel line here, I'm just going to snip about 1/4 inch off. So that's just going to ensure again a tight seal. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my linkage back where it should go. As you can see, there's a little black mark here. That's where my linkage goes. So to do that, I got to bend the carburetor over and insert it like that and then come back up. Next thing I'm going to do is insert my fuel line here. You want to make sure it goes all the way flush to the carburetor. And then don't forget your spring-loaded fuel clamp. You just want to bring it right over to where the hose is connected. So there you go, that's done. Now you can put on your primer line, which is just the little line that goes over here. I've already snipped it so that it's going to go in tighter. Next will be the 2 screws. You want to make sure that your gasket's still good. This one is in very good condition. So I'm just going to put it back on like that. I'm just going to get this screw started here. And you want to tighten them evenly as well. You want these actually fairly tight. I'm just going to spray a bit of a liquid wrench on the whole throttle mechanism here. It'll just make it smoother. Also, I'm going to spray a bit on the carb. Choke, that's the choke here. So what I'll do next is turn the fuel valve on. Turn that back on. So now I'm going to try starting it without putting all the covers back on. The reason for that is in case I need to take the carburetor off again, which I hope I don't have to. So I'm going to do that, try it out, see what happens. So I'll give it a shot. I'm going to give it a couple shots of primer, throttle a bit way up in the choke. So this is the screw for your idle. If you turn it in, it will idle faster. If you turn it out, it will idle slower. And this screw here is part of the governor. If you tighten it in, it will give you fuller, higher RPMs at full speed. So you want to be careful how tight you put this little screw here. So now all that's left to do is put the cover back on. You want to start by putting back the wire. Now you want to make sure the wire does not touch the metal. You don't want the wire touching the metal. There's a piece of plastic there, so you put this hook in between the screw and the plastic and tighten up that screw. So you want to line up these little holes to the bracket that's on the carburetor. And then we're going to put our screws here. And the screw on the other side here, which is a 5/16.